There comes a time in life when speaking starts to feel pointless. Not because you've run out of words, but because you finally understand that words mean nothing without results to support them. This realization doesn't come softly. It arrives after disappointment, after being ignored, after trusting people who never stood in your corner. You learn that explaining your pain doesn't ease it, and sharing your plans only invites doubt. So you pull back, not to hide, but to rebuild. What looks like silence from the outside is actually a storm on the inside, a restructuring of everything you are. This is the phase where excuses die and responsibility takes over. It's uncomfortable because this is where the emotional comfort disappears. No engagement, no applause, no one to lean on. You wake up knowing that progress is now your job alone. Reality becomes your teacher, and reality doesn't negotiate. It demands effort, consistency, sacrifice. In this space, you stop expecting others to understand you. You realize most people don't care about your effort, your intention, or your struggle. They only care about what they can see, the outcome. That acceptance hurts, but frees you, because once you stop expecting empathy, you start building strength. This is where discipline replaces motivation. Motivation is loud, temporary, emotional. Discipline is silent, steady, unshakable. It shows up when your energy is gone. It shows up when confidence breaks. It shows up when progress is invisible. You train when no one watches. You work when no one applauds. You move forward when doubt screams the loudest. This is where most people quit, because there is no external reward. But those who stay, they learn something powerful. Consistency without attention builds a confidence that cannot be broken. Loneliness becomes part of the journey, not the dramatic kind, but the slow realization that fewer people understand you. As your priorities rise, your circle shrinks. Conversations lose meaning. Distractions fade. At first, it feels like loss, but eventually it becomes clarity. Being alone forces honesty. There is no one left to impress, no one to blame, no one to depend on. You face yourself, your habits, your discipline, your weaknesses. Most people run from this stage because it exposes truths they're not ready to confront. But this stage sharpens emotional control. You stop reacting impulsively. You stop arguing with limited minds. You stop explaining decisions to people who don't live with the consequences. Emotional reactions drain energy. Control protects it. And when you master this control, insults lose their power. Setbacks don't break you in public, and criticism no longer defines you. Your confidence shifts from approval to ability. You become calm, not because life gets easier, but because you grow stronger. Growth here is invisible. No big announcements. No sudden transformations. Just small improvements stacked day after day. Skills sharpened quietly. Mindsets shift slowly but permanently. You read, you train, you practice, you fail, you adjust, and you keep going. There is no celebration for effort, only the private satisfaction of showing up when no one else would. This is where real self-respect is built. With time, detachment comes naturally, not from ambition, but from the noise of life. You value time more than opinions. You protect your energy. You stop chasing people who don't match your effort. Distance becomes your language, not arrogance, self-preservation. Your absence becomes your explanation. This journey hardens you in the right way. Not bitter, not cruel, just resilient. You stop expecting fairness. You understand that life rewards preparation, not intention. Nothing is owed to you. Everything must be earned. This truth hurts the ego, but strengthens the character. Failure no longer embarrasses you. It educates you. It becomes a stepping stone. And then, one day, people notice. They see confidence without noise. progress without announcements, discipline without drama. They call it luck, or timing, or talent, but they will never see the silence, the isolation, the repetition, the nights you want to quit and didn't. Results speak in a language words never could, because before every major breakthrough, there is a silent season, a slow, painful season, where effort feels wasted and momentum feels dead. This phase tests your patience. It asks if you truly trust the process, or if you only chase validation. Those who endure it emerge sharper, calmer, and unshakably focused. They stop seeking permission. They stop rushing. They start moving with intent. The strength learned here is internal. Real confidence doesn't need volume. Real progress doesn't need witnesses. You save your energy for execution. Arguments fade. Comparison ends. Focus narrows. In the end, this phase is not about shutting the world out. It's about reconnecting with yourself, clearing the noise, so the purpose becomes loud, strengthening the character before demanding recognition. And when you finally step forward, you do it with presence, not desperation. And when the world finally notices you, it won't be because you begged for attention. It will be because your growth made ignoring you impossible. In the end, silence is not emptiness. It is preparation. It is purification. It is transformation. It is the space where you become the version of yourself capable of carrying success. Noise is temporary. Silence is eternal. Noise creates ego. Silence creates power. Noise brings attention. Silence brings results. So choose silence. Protect it. Respect it. Live in it. Because one day, when the world finally hears you again, it won't be because you spoke. It will be because you rose. This is silence. This is your rise. This is your beginning. If this message hits somewhere deep, don't just leave in silence. Show your support, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and continue walking the path most people fear to take.